regular along the Southeast, tours all over the Southeast, and we're so lucky to have him back here tonight. Give it up for Spiked Yoder.
Does he think I'm 7 feet tall? What the hell? Y'all doing good? How about a hand for Mike, huh? He's doing a great job hosting. No, he's a piece of shit. He's got rules. He's like, Spike, if you want to perform on my show, you can either go out there and tell him what a great job I'm doing, which I did, or you can blow me. Yeah, I'm the 4th comedian he's brought out. None of the other ones talked about how great a show he's doing. Yeah. I tried that option after, was Elizabeth, Alex, and Cheryl. He was taking forever. Yeah, so I figured it was better to come out and lie, just to keep the show moving. I'm 60 years old. I don't have that kind of stamina, Mike. Suck your dick for an hour. Man. You know what it does to your self-esteem to walk into an antique shop and find out you're the oldest thing in there? I don't like getting old, you know, but it's, I'm an irritable old man. I'm sorry. I'll try not to wreck that guitar over there, boy. I've been watching that old show, I Love Lucy. You guys like that show? Notice that Ethel Mertz starting to look really good. Is that what happens when you turn 60? Yeah, she used to look old, right? Not anymore. Looking sweet. Anybody checked out Mrs. Roper lately? That bitch gets hotter every year, don't she? I like Al, the Dorothy, Rose, Sophia, Blanche. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bottle of Pinot Noir and a Golden Girls marathon. It's date night for this guy. Come on, who else masturbates to the Golden Girls? Let me hear from you. I wish I could deny it, but my wife's caught me too many times. She knows what time the show comes on. She's always barging in. That's the thing about masturbation. It's all fun and games till somebody walks in on you, right? From euphoria to denial in the fraction of a second. You know. I've been married to that woman for 37 years, guys. Thank you. Yep. We raised a couple of kids that finally moved out of my house. Jackpot. Hey, honey, they're gone. We won. Now we're making bucket lists of all the things we get to do now that they're out of the house. So last night I asked her what was on her list, and I'm going to combine my list with hers. She said, I want to see Niagara Falls. I said, okay, that's cool. That sounds romantic, but is that the #1 item on your bucket list? And she said, what do you mean? I said, well, you've been in love with George Clooney ever since I've met you. You always say he's so good looking, he's so sexy, you know. What if you ran into him tomorrow? I'd want you to have that experience. Put him on your bucket list, that's fine. I got Dorothy, Rose, Blanche, Sophia, and a few other ones, you know. Mrs. Cotter, Mrs. Garrett, Aunt B, Mrs. Howe. Just in case. Ladies, would you rather sleep with George Clooney or see Niagara Falls? That did not sound like a lady to me, but she's ready to fuck George Clooney, so, you know, we're fine with that, sir. Men lie about the bucket list, too. That's the thing, you know. Nobody's going to tell you. You want to know what a man wants on his bucket list? Ladies? Menage a trois. Oh, yeah. Every guy wants wants a little threesome action. I'm the only one dumb enough to write it down on a list, present it to my wife as the number one item. She looked at that list, she started laughing. She said, fine, as long as it's you, me, and George Clooney. So I'm considering it. I don't know a lot about the etiquette of a threesome, especially with another man, you know what I'm saying? I don't want my finger in the wrong place. That could be embarrassing for me and George, you know? Can you have a threesome with another man and not touch the weird parts? Is that, I'm asking that guy right there. I don't want to touch George Clooney's wiener. Are you with me on that? Thank you. So if we were ever in that situation, first thing I would say is, hey, George, no wiener touching for me and that guy right there. See? And then, thanks to Harvey Weinstein, he cannot touch our wieners until we give him consent. You and I can touch them. We can wave them around. We can show them to him, but he's not allowed. See? I got your back, you know? Not literally. I'm looking out for you. That's what I'm trying to say. I got to tell you one more thing, sir. Just between us, if I ever accidentally touch another man's wiener, I would like it to be George Clooney. Right? Do it? Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. That thing's probably gorgeous. That's a celebrity wiener. They got their own hair stylist and makeup artist and all that shit. That's a good wiener, right? It's got to be on point 24/7, man. That's the one you want to touch. In fact, I'm going on the record right now. If we are ever in that situation, I'm grabbing his freaking wiener, you know what I'm saying? How many chances you get to touch George Clooney's wiener? Come on. You do what you want. You, like, put your finger in the right place, you know what I'm saying? That'll distract him, then I'll grab his wiener, and we'll be famous. People will be like, hey, Spike, whose wiener have you touched? Mine. My dog. That guy right there. Yeah. And George Clooney. You see how the Clooney name spices up our wiener touching portfolio? I said, honey, we better look at that bucket list again. We got the extremes of Hollywood celebrities. Niagara Falls. Is there perhaps some middle ground? She said, I want to have one more child. We barely got the first two out the door, okay? It took 25 years to raise them and 25 seconds to make them. Do the math. That is not a good return on investment, people. I am 60 years old. My wife's trying to convince me to reverse my vasectomy so we can have another kid. Suddenly taking George Clooney in the ass don't sound so bad, does it, sir? Well, maybe he likes Niagara Falls. We can all go. Me, my wife, you, and my dog, we can all pile in the minivan with George, head for Canada. Vasectomy reversal is a bad idea for having kids. You guys know the biology of what happens? Okay, my little soldiers have been trapped down there going on 23 years because a vasectomy don't clean them out. It just seals them in there. Like prisoners. They're not the same guys they were 23 years ago, trust me. No, they're mean. Because now they got that prisoner attitude, you know what I'm saying? They're forming gangs down there. It's like a death cage. I can feel them fighting right now. Do you hear that? Man, put your ear up there and listen. Yeah, you can hear the little sperm prison gangs duking it out right now inside my ballsack death cage. My wife wants to release those guys, and I don't think that's smart. Take the last little shriveled up egg she's got bouncing around her ovaries and fertilize it with Charles Manson. Lord help us, probably make a Kardashian or something. Thanks to alcohol, we've been married 37 years. I borrowed my wife's vibrator last weekend. Not for what you're thinking. I use it to stir paint. You buy a can of paint, it gets set up in the bottom, take your vibrator, like a mini paint. It works so well, my wife offered to upgrade to a bigger model because we got some 5-gallon buckets. Oh yeah, got her eye on that 14-inch Super Stud Excalibur. That thing will mix concrete. She's all about helping around the house. We found a lubricant called Human Tears. Maybe you've heard of it. We just look at each other naked, start crying. One thing leads to another and we get all slippery. 37 years of marriage. I finally talked her into anal sex. That was terrible. She promised it won't hurt so much if I can relax a little more. Jeez. Human Tears did not help. Okay, I cried like a baby. That 14-inch Super Stud is not to be taken lightly. Took 2 extra strength Tylenol gel tabs and the morning after pill, which I do not believe is working properly. Last night I got home and I thought we were going to finally have some fun because she was fired up. I don't know if she's watching porn or the Bigfoot Hunter. Something had her fired up. She ran across, I walked in the door, she ran across the room, hopped on the bed on her back, threw her legs up in the air like some kind of nympho. I ran over beside the bed and pulled her to the edge and like started just going at it hard. Like, oh yeah, this is my A game right here. Right here. You see that? Oh yeah. I was doing a hell of a job, you know? Of course, you guys can't see me in all my glory like my wife does. I'll give you a little taste of it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sir, yep. Just for you. There I was mixing concrete. I was doing a hell of a job. Then I realized I was screwing that gap between the mattress and the box spring. I went ahead and finished. I know, probably didn't do a damn thing for her, but we were both crying. It was all slippery. I couldn't tell the difference. You guys been great. Thank you. Good night.
Another hand for Spike Yoder. You wanted more Spike, didn't you? Y'all wanted more Spike? Spike is very funny. Spike is very funny. And I'm so glad